I'm here in Enfield town, a bit less than a week to go before Christmas. Nice vibes, sun shining, and I'm at Johnny's Fresh Fish. And they got some good value fish here, and they got a lovely display.
On Monday, I asked
Lovely tuna, halibut, swordfish. I love swordfish, cod, salmon, kippers, chroma crab,
yeah, because I ordered
smoked salmon, smoked mackerel. I love the big mackerel. And they were kind enough to give me a nice lump of salmon to cook for the show. So I can't wait to show you guys how I dealt with it. Classic. Back in the Ollie Eats kitchen, and I promised I would cook something for you guys. And the fishmonger gave me a lovely bit of salmon there, and I thought I lost it, but thank God. It was double wrapped safely away in the bag. And now I can throw it in the oven and cook it to my preference, Michelin style. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this ain't like Jamie's, Oliver's kitchen where I can just pull out ingredients. That's the reality right now. That's why the show is so relevant, the £5 or under challenge. So let's say the fishmonger gave me a $5's worth of salmon there. I'd say you probably get more than your money's worth from a fishmonger's than Tesco's or any supermarket. So that's why it's so good to consider that, and kindly gave it to me free, and I promised them I'd cook it for you and show you guys on my channel. Hope you enjoy. So I'm going to unwrap it, dash in the oven for, normally my preference is to fry it with olive oil, a bit of garlic, have it with something like broccoli, maybe a mashed potato, also baby potatoes, or puree if you like, if you prefer. And yeah, so let's see how we get on. Well, I'm happy to say the oven ain't looking too despicable at the moment, but there's the fish, and as you can see, it's quite a nice lump. I've just been training. It's going to be a lovely protein source. It's good for my blood group, plus the omegas. You can't go wrong with a good bit of fish. Also, homemade sushi. You can't go wrong. Once you get the I can't remember of the skins for the sushi, but wrap it in rice with a little bit of raw fish. It's nothing complicated. It's just the top sushi chefs have mastered the art and know what they're doing, and how to present it with what fish in a whole another level of eloquence and sophistication. But you can make sushi at home. So I just thought I'd say that for this clip. And so I'm just going to lay it flat, skin down, and the goal of how I'm trying to cook it is I'm cooking it on quite a high temperature. My preference normally would be to cook it in a frying pan with olive oil and garlic, as I mentioned earlier, but I'm just going to lay it in the oven for this, and skin down straight, and try and get a finishing consistency where it's been basically cooked around but still got a rawness in the center. So I'm gonna try and time it for that. and I'll let you know how I get on. So now I'm just laying it flat down. Nothing complicated, really. There you have it. And I'm sure I could keep the oven door open to keep an eye on it, but to speed the process for the show and whatnot. So yeah, man's eating like a true Viking right now with this salmon in the oven, and as you can see, it's starting to change colour, and that's how you can kind of tell where it's cooked.
Classic.
So I've decided that it only makes sense to flip it round so that it's not just raw on one
Oh,
side,
listen to the bass.
and it's not too raw either.
Don't
I'm
DJ
gonna do
like
that
DJ
now.
relax. Chose. Champion sound.
So there you have it. Starting to take shape. Lovely. Couple more minutes, it should be ready. Perfect. For the Viking. So yeah, I met some Norwegians today, and they were telling me about the Viking culture, and they subscribed, and I want to make them proud with a good bit of Viking food. So I'm just getting a vibe of it, and as you can see, it's starting to have steam come off it, and it's starting to take colour on all sides, but we still need to give it a second to cook through a bit, because although raw is my preference in the middle, I don't want it completely raw. I do want it cooked on the outside, and that's just my personal preference of how I cook this. You cook your piece how you want, but that's why I'm Michelin trained and I know how to cook a bit of salmon from raw. Thank you. As I said, using a pan, it's olive oil and garlic. How you would cook a steak, 2 minutes on each side. Hope you enjoyed it. So as you can see, sorry about the presentation, but I just laid it on a bit of tissue for the safety of the show before eating it. So I'm gonna check the consistency in the middle and see how raw it is, but I think it's gonna come out perfectly. And what's gonna happen, it might be to the preference of all that like it partially raw, but it will definitely be to the preference of some. So at least you know just to add that bit of time at the end to consider that in the pan or oven, depending on your way of cooking it. So here we have it. Got a nice little bit on the edge too. And there you have it. That's how I like my salmon after a workout. And that raw. And for some it might be too raw, I understand. Because it can get stuck to the skin on the bottom, as you can see, when it gets that raw, but I don't mind. I don't mind, because when you get egg, you eat the skin. I'm not going to eat the skin in this case because I didn't fry it. I would have fried it a bit longer on the bottom to get that finish on the skin to have it crispy and just enjoy the skin inside. But not in this case, but I'm going to enjoy it as partial sushi and cooked enough to my liking. As you can see, it's nicely raw because it's a darker orange, and that's how you can tell the outer part is slightly more rosy, lighter rosy salmon. Because that's the thing, I don't believe the salmon colour is necessarily part that isn't cooked that they use for that colour. If you're talking about the raw part, it's going to be
Classic.
orange. And that's my version excursion of reality and events
Listen
with
to the bass.
fish, sushi, cooking salmon,
Don't DJ like
And,
DJ relax.
enjoying some free fish from the fishmongers. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy your food.
Shows.
And as you can see, I'm eating it with my hands with a true
Champion
Viking,
sound.
making a mess of it. And that part is getting stuck to the skin. But I'm having a real enjoyment of eating it like this. And then going back in to what's left. And yeah. You see me on the telly putting food in your belly, come and get your £5 lunch. Nice bit of salmon, oi oi. And I just had to say that if you like me and you like fish, it's so healthy after a workout, it just slides down. And I know I totally devastated it, but it was so delicious to have a bit of it cooked and a bit of it raw. And just unseasoned. I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend that. And if you guys know what to donate for on the Ollie Eats London show, some utensils, plates and chef equipment for the upgraded kitchen, would be much obliged. Thank you. I'm sure we'll have some nice utensils on the way very soon. And those bits of sushi at the end fill you up quickly and slide down nicely after you go down, very healthy. Compliments to the fishmonger. And I'm sorry to the salmon, ashes to ashes and dust to dust.